What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's been a couple days since my last upload. Been busy and I took a break off yesterday, but we're back at it again. If y'all don't know me, my name is Cohen. I'm a young, aspiring YouTuber trying to work on myself and spread tips of self help, as well as how to, get better and get in your bag this year. So, without further ado, today's video is about mental clarity and how to achieve that. Um, my fault. I just got out of the gym. That's delicious. Vitamin water, bro. Delicious. I wish it was cold. It's not cold, but just got out of the gym, man. Anyways, mental clarity. What mental clarity is, and how to achieve it, and why it is such a powerful thing right now. So I'll give y'all a little story back in the day. Um, Back in the day, I was in high school, man, and let's just say I was the furthest thing from mentally clear. I was very, if y'all have watched my prior videos, y'all know I've shared about this a few times, but I was very susceptible to what people would say about me, as well as just different things. I was very sensitive to things um, that people didn't know about, but it would bother me so much, bro. Like deep down, I'd be bothered by the littlest things. I let it get to my head. I would overthink everything. I would stay up. I was a big overthinker. Stay up, just overthinking everything. I was in a relationship at the time of high school, like the latter 2 years. And I was really like, it really messed with my head, bro. But after that, after I got into college, I started to realize, hey man, maybe I'm like not mentally clear. I need to relax, step back a little bit. And now we're here today, man. So, how did I get to this point of being more conscious that I'm not mentally clear and started to clear out these extra thoughts and ideas and just negativity that I may have on a bad day? Um, I'll share a few words of advice, but journaling is like one of the number one ways, bro. Because journaling is how I write down everything, bro. Like I'll start off as a prayer. It'll start off as a prayer, but then I'll write reminders too. I'll write everything in that journal, everything extra as it comes to me. Whatever, I put it down, put it on paper, store it there, and it starts to clear up my mind. Genuinely, when you put it down on paper, you feel like you secured it, and your mind starts to store it, and then you can focus on other things in the moment. So, if I'm worried, anxious about something, put it down, write it down in a little journal. It's so worth it, bro, and it's so easy to do. You don't even have to just be somewhat consistent about it. You don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it um, for a long time. You just do a journal entry somewhat consistently. Number two, yeah, well, prayer is part of journaling. I'm just gonna say that. Number two, I'll just say like, um, give yourself like give yourself a break, bro, genuinely, because I know people in my mindset, like this whole idea of like hustling, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves because we don't have the same timeline. We want to make it, we want to do something big, um and so overthinking can be a side effect of that, and that I definitely bared the weight of that early on. But I realized like there's way more to life than that, bro. Way more to life than overthinking everything, and way more to life than, yeah, just questioning every decision or beating yourself up over something bad. For example, like, yeah, when I got out of high school, broke up with my girlfriend, and she eventually got with someone new, bro. I would beat myself up. Like, if anyone else has been in there, it's a bad mental state to be in. And now when I look back on it, it was the right decision. I knew deep down it was the right decision at the time, but I was just so in my head about it, and I didn't really naturally let time pass, bro. I just kind of tried to fix it in the moment. And so I learned a lot from that. Um, and then yeah, let time pass, bro. That's another thing. These big breakups, these big things that seem like a big deal, probably aren't going to be a big deal in 6 months, a year, 2 years. I mean, it depends on your timeline. It also depends on what the thing is. Like if it's something like really like someone passed, something like that, that's a different situation. But I'm talking about these small kind of changes like breakups, things that are inevitable and happen, and people get blow out of proportion. You got to let time pass. You got to be careful with yourself and let time pass before you do anything rash. Um, and then furthermore, like, bro, step away from the social media if you start to abuse it. Step away from the social scene if you start to get too into your head about it. As a man, you gotta step away and reevaluate who you are, what you're trying to do as a young man, and because a lot of times young men have self identity crisis, like a crisis about who we are, bro. Because we see all this, uh, we have such a masculine uh, expectation on us, bro. Like we have a certain archetype we gotta chase. So step away, reevaluate who you really are, um, and whatever you can do in whatever way that possible. Like for me, it's not always isolation. It's like spending time with my family because I'm my true self with my family, and so that helps me tune back into who I am if I feel like I've slipped away. If that makes sense. Um, so find that everyone Oh, not everyone, but you're blessed if you have a friend that you can turn to, be completely your authentic self. Keep those people around. Be around them whenever you need a break from the masks, from the social race, from the pressures, from everything. Um and yeah, man. Another thing that I'm just gonna drop in at this end of this video that I really liked, I heard the other day, was what if you were could go back in time or in the future, my bad. If you're like 80 years old, 90 years old, sitting in your rocking chair, and you're looking back on your life, like let's say your grandchildren are asking you, if you could go back, what would you change anything? And you're looking back to your 20s, to your late teens, and your early 20s, and you're thinking about it. What are you gonna be thinking about, bro? Are you gonna be thinking about that breakup? Are you gonna be thinking about that math test you flunked? Are you gonna be thinking about all this, and that? No, you're gonna probably think, oh man, I should have taken this, and that, all that seriously, or I was all this. Now, that's a balance, bro. That doesn't mean let up off the gas, but it just is meant as a reflection of like, oh, are you overly, are you burning yourself out, or are you not enjoying life, or are you like freaking like do you need to make a change right now in your life somehow some way because your older self wouldn't approve. um for me personally, it's like I wish I wouldn't take life as seriously, so I'm currently working on right now because I'm making that balance between hustling, not taking life as seriously. It's a weird balance, something I'm working on, but also bad habits as well, like where you wish, like you regret not doing this and that. um I believe, yeah, you shouldn't really have any regrets, but they're lessons. But you can take them back before they even started if you think proactively in this like case scenario. So I really like that idea because thinking ahead of myself, ahead of my time, puts me in a perspective like where I can judge myself, judge my 20-year-old self, which is now, and actively make that decision. Be conscious of, okay, I'm going to college. Okay, I'm going getting a job. Okay, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Not, this is what's written for me. So yeah, man, don't fall victim to the prescription. Keep a mental clarity journal. Write down your thoughts. Self isolate, don't overly do it. Self isolate and withdraw when you need to look inside yourself and to God and to your faith and to whatever you believe and to your family, and don't, make it an attention seeking thing, but withdraw when you need to. You sense it. Trust yourself, man. But yeah, that's the video today, man. Uh, much love, y'all. You're gonna get through that hard thing in your life. You're gonna push through. You're gonna keep on hustling. You're gonna keep on grinding. You're gonna get to the next level, and you're gonna enjoy the fruits of your labor, man. So much love. Catch you on the next.